Hey there guys, it's Jackson here, coming in with part 2 of the week-long training session for swordplay fundamentals. Today's session will be continuing with our focus on single sword, our single sword component, and it's going to be quite concise comparatively to yesterday because I felt it dragged on a bit. So getting straight into it, we're going to start with our warm-up and continue from there. So for our warm-up, we're going to be just starting with our simple windmill arm rotations. We're going to come in and do about 5 to 10 of these on each side just to keep ourselves warm. There we are. So that's the basic component of the windmill. Next we're just going to do those figure eights again from the start, from the middle of our sword. We're just going to use those two fingers to clench and rotate them in a figure eight pattern just to get our wrists nice and warmed up. We can do this one for both hands or just the one hand if we're only doing our dominant side. Fantastic. Once your wrists are a little more mobile, just get that flexion in your ankles as well, just a little before we start. Knees, again, quite important, so we're going to do those quickly. We're going to try and hold our sword the entire session this time. Just gives us a feel for how the sword is when carrying it around. Hip rotations, 5 each side. 1, 5, and the opposite way. Nice deep stretch, pushing it through in every way you can. Alrighty, 30 seconds of shadow boxing. This is the only component we should be putting our sword down this session. So we're going to just pop it out, make that feel comfortable, nice and active on our ankles, using our knees and engaging our core, just rotating that little bit more. Once you've done that to an appropriate amount of time, about 30 to 40 seconds, just shake that off and we'll move on to the main parts of our session. That's a bit of a quicker warm-up for us. Main session part A, begin. We're going to lead with 10 defensive snaps. So with our dominant hand only today, because we just want to make it a little more concise of a session, we're going to be leading with that defensive snap. So in our ready position, which is that shoulder width apart, one step slightly forward, knees bent and back foot angled. We're just going to sink ourselves into that ready position. Then we're going to fire a snap and bring our feet back. That's what I call a defensive snap. Good one. We're going to do about 10 of them and move on to our next component. That being the 10 advancing snaps. Very similar components, but very useful in their own ways. So again, our lead foot is going to take that step, then our back foot's going to follow up. At the same time, we're going to engage our arm, our core, and just rotate those feet a little bit while we take that step, and that'll make our advancing snap. Just as an example. Finally, for main session part A, we're going to do 10 offhand snaps with our dominant hand again, just to vary up the striking, making sure everything's feeling good before we go on to some of the combos. So, same sort of position, we bring our knuckles to our lips, and then we extend the bicep curl. So this one comes out, and your sword extends to full. So 10 of those, coming across, resetting, coming across. Now you can do these advancing or retreating. But for now, you can just practice that shot. Main session part B will now begin. So main session part B will be our main component to the session. It'll be six sets of 3 repetitions of a two-step combo rather. That being an on-hand snap, off-hand snap. So like we did the other day, we're just going to be going into that full extension for the snap, bring the tip down on the same side and go immediately into our offhand snap. So I want it to be nice and fast for the combo, then we reset, nice and fast for the combo, reset, nice and fast for the combo. That's 3. So then if you need to shake that out for a moment, we go to the next set. So next, snap, maybe at a slightly different angle, then offhand snap, lower. Snap, offhand snap, snap, offhand snap. Next set, going to be firing low on this one. Snap to lower leg, offhand snap to lower leg. And then we do it again. 1, 2, 1, 2. That's our 3rd set. 4th set, we're going to go back up top. 1. Is this still on? Well, let's hope it is. This will happen. You're not meant to wear headsets when you're doing this stuff. So, back up top, snap, offhand snap. Same level, snap, offhand snap, snap, offhand snap. Midsection, snap, offhand snap, snap, offhand snap. And targeting low, snap, offhand snap, snap, offhand snap, snap, offhand snap. That's a great start. If you can do those ones to about 6 sets, that's fantastic. Then we're going to work on some footwork again. Let's see if I'm in focus. Hello. 4 times retreating step with your dominant foot. So just 4 of these ones. Leading with your foot. So front leg comes back first. Pushing off your front leg. Pushing off your front leg. Pushing off your front leg. So it's a retreating stutter step. 1, 2, 3, and reset. 1, 2, 3, reset. 1, 2, 3, reset. 1, 2, 3, and that's 4 of those ones. Advancing stutter step. 1, 2, 3, reset. 1, 2, 3, reset. 1, 2, 3, reset. 1, 2, 3, reset. Moving on, we've got 6 crab steps either side. Just go a decent distance, maybe about your sword length. So coming across, lead foot moves, back foot follows, lead foot, back foot, lead foot, back foot. And the opposite way. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and that's about 6. Finishing off this component, because we are trying to keep it nice and concise, we're just going to be leading with an on-hand snap, then off-hand snap, low snap, high snap. Yeah, I haven't showed you that one yet, sorry. Snap, off-hand snap, on-hand snap, on-hand snap, on-hand snap, off-hand snap. Just have a bit of a play with those snaps, and when you feel like it, you can finish up for the session. Thank you for your time. It's been great having you, and if you can follow along, it'll be a great step in the right direction for you. Thank you.